Welcome to Crypto Tech Views. Every day we are reviewing Bitcoin price in multiple time frame and in multiple trading systems and making an educated price prediction for the next 24 hours after analyzing global markets data and Bitcoin options open interest data. Let us begin the video for today. As the last hour closing positive sentiment in the Nasdaq and S&P 500 reflected in the global market all over the world. That sentiment is caught up for the Bitcoin as well. And Bitcoin is also slightly trying to recover. But if you could see my tweet about Mana, Mana is up around 74% from the recent low. So some of the altcoins are pumping up too hard today because of this recovery. That's a good news for the overall crypto investors, right? But nevertheless, none of the technical pictures changed drastically overnight. Everything stays as such. That means the bearish sentiment is still there. But good thing is market is trying to make a recovery. And since the altcoin is pumping up too hard, looks like that can indirectly signals that the bottom in the Bitcoin is made. Temporary bottom. It's not a total bottom. I'm saying temporary bottom is made. That's why the altcoins are pumping up too hard, right? So if you could review this US 30, US 500 and Nasdaq, so all are slightly be in a recovery mode. So it's just trying to recover from the oversold oversold situation. So Nasdaq in the last 1 hour and I just pumped up from this bottom actually. That created a little bit of a positive sentiment across all global markets, and that is reflecting in Bitcoin as well. So if you could review the other technical picture of Bitcoin, this is the Camarilla pivot point. So S4 level, since it broke here first, and then we called out that since it is broken, it may eventually go down further, and then it went down again, right? And then it reached up to 26,700 odd level, and then there is a nice retracement back towards this S4. Yes. So this S4 break in the last week itself, signaled a strong bearish stuff, bearish sentiment. So I clearly called out when this candle is formed, right? So this candle is going to be the leader candle, and that's going to decide the trend for, next few four hourly candle. That's what I tweeted, or I even specified in the next video, and that's exactly played out. After this candle, the rest of the candles followed this leader candle. Yeah, for a candle to be eligible for a leader candle, it should be a long candle with a pretty decent volume. When compared to the previous, few volumes. So this is qualifying according to my terms that this is qualifying as a leader candle, and then this is this formed long candle with the good pretty decent volume, and then the rest of the it set the trend for the rest of the candles to follow, right? So so now it retested this S4 level, and I'm trying to consolidate a bit, but the whole bearish sentiment stays as such actually, right? So if you could review this, Fibonacci retracement. So this is a redrawn Fibonacci retracement. Now we could see the new, low and new high is also found. So I have changed it. The viewers who are, so far watching till yesterday, I was having the other Fibonacci retracement. Today, I have changed it because we got a new low. I'm considering this as a new low because all coins are, pumping up. So let's see whether how it goes. If this low is broken, then we need to redraw this uh, you know Fibonacci retracement. So at the moment, so if we consider this as a new low, and this is it went up to this trying to reach went up to this level, maybe it may even make an attempt to reach up to 23.6 level, but nothing is confirmed actually. So this is just a newly formed low, and that's not enough data to support the hypothesis that it may go and revisit this level, but there is a chance. Yeah. So so if there is no fresh bad news is coming over the weekend, generally weekend being sideways days, we can expect the Bitcoin to hover around these two ranges actually. That means that 31,711 to 26,000 616 level. So these two levels, it has to hover around for the whole weekend. That's the expectation. Yeah. And if you could review this anchored VWAP, so this is the previous swing low, this is previous swing high, and then if you plot an anchored VWAP, as I have clearly called out, either of these two standard deviation bands either will act as a support or resistance. And now it was acting as a support, 1 2 3 4, or there's a huge consolidation around here because two bands merged together, and this was offering a real good support, and then gave tough time for the Bitcoin peers to break through this level. But this was the last weekend actually, right? Once Monday morning the global market opened and global markets were all became negative, negatively sentiment. I mean, bearish sentiment caught up with the global market. That is caught up with Bitcoin as well, and it went for a huge ride actually. So on the downside, but when it was trading here, I was calling out that this band now will act as a resistance, right? So that's exactly is playing out now. Here, this band is now acting as a resistance. This is two standard deviation from this VWAP level is one of the powerful band to break above actually, right? So now it has taken a resistance. It's trying to consolidate around here. So if there is nothing goes no fresh bad news is coming from the global markets front, it should just consolidate here. Yeah. So if we could review this Fibonacci series EMA ribbon, so this is a ribbon starting from 8 goes up to 233. So we can clearly see now, it's trading below all these, EMAs. Obviously, the negative sentiment is there in the market, but there is a slight retracement. Twice, MACD has given, but there is not enough data to say that it is a. So from this weekly chart, this is what I have called out in my quick short video yesterday. So what has happened is that now this was the previous low, like there was multiple lows, 1 2 3, 4 5 6 around this. So I call this as a support band, but this low was slightly broken in sometime yesterday, so in this week candle. So that's why I called it as it may not be a good sign for the bulls actually. So there may be further downfall, maybe even coming actually. I mean, not immediately, but since all kinds are rallying too much, we can safely assume that the temporary bottom is made. Um, but that requires more data to be confirm the hypothesis. Actually, it's just a hypothesis. So generally, when the Bitcoin is falling, right, altcoin won't cheer up this much. Now if it is going to go, when it was trading around this level in Bitcoin, none of the altcoins were rallying at all. Everything was falling actually. Now when the Bitcoin is making a slight recovery, altcoins pumping up like 70%, 60%. Today some of them went for 30, 40% as well actually in one day, right? So that kind of cheer up will come if there is some good news is there lying around, which we don't know. The billionaires knows, the whales knows, right? So that's why I'm thinking like maybe a temporary bottom is made, but it requires more data to confirm actually. Yeah. So if you could review this quick trend lines. So the one good thing is like there's a small trend line here that is slightly broken on the upside. That's a slight good. If you could review the Bitcoin options open interest data for 14th May, we can clearly see 30,000 is the first level of resistance. It's in fact slightly trading above the resistance level, but it may be the Bitcoin may eventually revolve around this 30,000 level itself. If there is no bad news coming from the global markets front actually. So 29,000 is the first level of support, 31,000 is suddenly a resistance. All right, 29,000 is be a first level of support, but the strong support is coming around 27,000. So this will be true for almost for the whole weekend. Yeah. Okay, thanks all for watching. That's all for the video today. See you all in the video tomorrow.